Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Some of you might be familiar with this scent. I think it's another Bath and Body Works dupe. It's called Amber Romance, and it does smell like something that I've smelled at Bath and Body Works. This is sold by New Directions Aromatics, and it's really nice. I guess like when I did put it in cream and stuff like that, it never really discolored, but I find it did slightly in the soap. So I guess maybe it was the amount I was using, who knows. Because in cream you don't put as much as you would put in soap, so you see the full potential of what could happen. But you will see how even though the soap doesn't intentionally discolor, how colors can fade away. I think this is maybe the 4th time this has happened to me, when I have made something and have added a color in it and it totally disappears in my soap. So you'll see here after, because the colors I was going for is kind of like reds with brown and a little bit of yellow for the amber, but yeah, that was totally different. So this is the red here I'm adding. I think this is called True Red. This is brown oxide, and the thing is, you can clearly see the colors when it's being mixed in and when it's in the mold, and then the after is kind of like, where did it go? So we're adding yellow here. We didn't add like a lot of yellow. So you might be wondering, why do I always mix the colors like this? I always tend to go from lightest to darkest, just in case like the dark color changes the color of the light one. So this is just habit, but I guess you can go with whatever you want. If you're okay with if it does change color, and hopefully it doesn't. So the True Red and the brown oxide mixture, like these are pre-dispersed colors. I got these from Windy Point, and obviously the yellow is the yellow buttercup, or buttercup yellow from Windy Point. Sorry, from Voyager. So as I mentioned, I have quite a few New Direction aromatics fragrances that I have there. So I'm just roughly kind of using them up. So I ended up mixing this again, only because sometimes when I realize I pour in the fragrance and it has a white spot on it, most of the time it gets chunky. This one didn't, and I was a little surprised that it didn't. But yeah, usually when I see the white spot, I'm like, no. So I'm just gonna mix it one more time. Okay, and this mixture here is really fluid, so I like how this is. Okay, so I decided to pour most of the red in first. Well, the majority of it anyway. And then the brown, and then the yellow. Like, looking at these colors, you would think that they will be like distinguishable, sorry, when it's finished, but no. I think the fragrance oil maybe discolored it. So this one, I didn't do any design on top. The design is the soap blotches itself. I mean, I could have used my tool to do at least a little swirl, but I wanted to try something different. So I just put the blobs on top like this. And then the same thing with the yellow. And you can see how bright the yellow is here, but after, I guess it didn't really make a difference because the color was different. And you'll see when I am cutting it what I mean. So you can see the top is no longer like, it is very faint here in terms of the yellow. It now is very pale. Here you can still see the difference between the red and the brown, which is good. Now you see on the inside is very pale. It's no longer like the bright yellow like before. Yeah, so like I was saying, this is like maybe the fourth time this has happened where the colors are no longer the same. Usually from the outside you can already tell, right? Like, you add your fragrance oil and you're like, shoot, this color just turned a different color, right? Like the coconut soul soap, it was different. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye for now.